We are going to begin looking at cross sections and their graphs. So a cross section, conic sections and their graphs. So a conic section is a graph that we get by taking cross sections from cones. So if we look at the first cross section on this pair of cones, we get a circle. And then when we tilt the cross section, we get an ellipse. We get a parabola. And then we can also get a hyperbola, which kind of looks like two parabolas facing the opposite direction. Today we're going to start with circles. So circles have the basic equation x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared, where the center of the circle is h and k and the radius is r. So we've got x minus the x coordinate of the center squared and y minus the y coordinate of the center squared. So this would be what this circle would look like. Here's the point HK and the radius R. So let's go ahead and graph these. So we want to graph the circle, identify the center and the radius. So here's our equation of the circle. You'll notice that there's no parentheses with the x, so we can say that the x coordinate of the center, or our h, is 0 because there's nothing there. So for our center, our x-coordinate is 0. For our y-coordinate, we look in the y parentheses. Now it's y minus 2, which means our y-coordinate is positive 2, because we're subtracting that y-coordinate. So that'll be 2. And we can go ahead and plot that over here on our graph. So 0, 2 will be about right there. And then let's find the radius. So if we look here, we know that r squared is equal to 12. So to find the radius, we need to take the square root of both sides. And when you use your calculator, the square root of 12 is about 3.5. So our radius would be the square root of 12, or about 3.5. Now to graph that, we're going to count 3.5 units away from our center in all four directions. So we're going to go up 3.5, 1, 2, 3 and a half, 1, 2, 3 and a half, 1, 2, 3 and a half, 1, 2, 3 and a half. And then we're going to go ahead and connect those. And that's our basic graph of the circle. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to go the other way. We're going to write the equation of the circle with the following characteristics. So we know the center is negative 10, 5 and the radius is 7. So we know that the basic formula for our circle is x minus something squared plus y minus something squared equals our radius squared. Well, our h and k is negative 10 and 5, so we can plug those in for our x-coordinate and our y-coordinate. And we know that the radius is 7, so we can plug that in for r. And now we just need to simplify that. So this will end up being x plus 10 squared plus y minus 5 squared, and 7 squared is 49. So that is our equation of the circle.